Some Americans believe President Trump is finally standing up to an unaccountable elite running America's money. Others believe he is crossing a red line, one that could destabilize the entire global economy. Today, the U.S. Justice Department is investigating the most powerful central banker in the world, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Is this about corruption, or is this about control? The Federal Reserve is not just another government agency. It controls the interest rates that decide how expensive your mortgage is, how much credit card debt costs, and whether businesses hire or fire workers. One quarter-point move by the Fed can shift trillions of dollars across global markets. That's why every president wants influence over it, and why almost no president has ever been allowed to. The DOJ investigation centers on a $2.5 billion renovation of Fed buildings in Washington. The White House says this proves waste and mismanagement. But economists note something unusual. The Fed's renovation costs are being used as leverage to influence monetary policy. Powell says the legal action is a pretext, a tool to pressure him to slash interest rates. Here is what many Americans don't realize. Every 1% rise in interest rates adds hundreds of billions of dollars to what the U.S. government must pay on its debt. America owes over $34 trillion. High interest rates make that debt far more expensive and politically dangerous. Lower rates mean cheaper government borrowing and better-looking economic growth. Powell fears cutting rates too fast could cause inflation to surge again. Inflation is the most politically explosive force in economics. Once people lose trust in money, they never get it back easily. That's why central banks from Europe, Asia, and Canada issued an unprecedented statement defending Powell. They warned that political control of central banks is what happens in unstable economies. They compared it to emerging markets, not the United States. Strangely, financial markets barely reacted. Why? Because traders believe Powell will survive and that the Fed will resist political pressure. If markets truly believed Trump was winning, the dollar and bonds would already be collapsing. If you value calm, fact-based economic journalism, please like this video and subscribe. In a world of financial noise, we focus on clarity. Powell's term ends in May. Trump may soon appoint a loyalist. But if Powell stays on the Fed board until 2028, Trump loses control. This is not about one man. It's about who controls America's money. Should presidents control the central bank, or should it remain independent, even from Trump? Tell us below.